Hello, YouTube. We're back for another VoD review. It is GenG versus Fnatic. Now, guys, if you have been enjoying these, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, I have an MSI VoD review playlist. I'm adding all these too. It's been a lot of fun covering them. I'm doing 2-in-1 streams. So we actually just finished up TL versus Top Esports now on the GenG Fnatic. Trying to get everything done before the games tonight. That starts in about 3 hours when I'm streaming. As to when I'm streaming this on twitch.tv/CubbyXX. So if you want to join in on the conversation or check out me going over these games live, feel free to tune in there. If not, then welcome to YouTube, and here we go. Pog. All right, game one. So I will say this game I was kind of interested for Fnatic because I think something that Fnatic has been doing very consistently, and something I see them doing in this draft again here, is taking solos that will stretch the map. Solo lanes that can stretch the map and cheat tempo. They've been running like TF Talia. I've seen Talia Camille. We've seen LeBlanc get played by Humanoid quite a bit. Really taking picks that they feel like they can cheat tempo with and stretch the map. I feel like that's been quite good for Fnatic. On the flip side, this is our first look at GenG. These guys play map ridiculously well. Pays is probably the weakest point of this team. But I honestly think that it's a meta where it's okay, given the fact that lane swaps are a thing, and GenG historically, they play map insanely well. So let's get a look at what GenG looked like, and also what Fnatic looked like. We're diving into the game one draft. No Senna or not. For the Hens, we have Flex Rumble with Sejuani Kalista. I'm pretty sure that the Rumble's going support once you show these two. Immobile Marksman. You have a little bit of lockdown to help out with the Rumble between here, so that's okay. I think Talia pick here is quite nice. I was a little bit surprised, honestly, that we didn't see Talia grabbed here, because I feel like... actually, no, I take that back, because that would open up LeBlanc already. It's been quite good for Fnatic. So, yeah. That said, a couple picks banned away to help assist Talia. It still is going to be Chovy Corki, where he's insane on this champion. Corki package is really threatening for these two as well. So I like the Corki pick quite a bit. And then the Kong, I mean, Wukong has ability to pressure. You're kind of a tank busting jungler. It's not terrible this game. I think this Fnatic draft's like, I just think Corki makes it really hard. Because Corki, like, can actually side lane against this. So I feel like the Corki pick's actually a good read on what Fnatic's been doing. So I appreciate the Corki pick from GenG. All right, so lane swap comes in terms of scouting or level 1 wards, Oscar to spot this a little bit early, which is nice. And then he's going to try and make a play with hookshot, but he's on a ward. So, but again, like, I think Camille level 1 uniquely is actually okay in the lane swap scenario. You have your shield. You have hookshot. It ain't bad. Could be worse. Pay's going the Lethality setup this game. You do have Corki, so it's going to be poke focus for GenG. And then this wave is crashed on 2, and Canyon's here to cover. So, again, Keen's able to get all this XP, and it forces a TP, so we're at disadvantage for top lane now. Like, Keen's ahead. Oh my god, Chovy. We did a Pots from Humanoid. He's going to sell it for refill. Okay. It's not terrible. I mean, Keen actually just fucking fisted here. Keen got way too much. So this is really good from GenG, because Keen is down 3/4 of a level against Oscar, but he's about to pick all that up in this wave. And then Canyon's able to come around, and they proc Sejuani passive. Wow. Canyon spotted here? June? Wow. How do we not respect this? That's crazy. Noah's flash is bad. Oh my god. That's terrible. If they survive that, it's actually not too bad for Fnatic, but okay, they just got shat on both lanes. That's sad. Yeah, but Wukong's in Narnia here compared to when the Sejuani goes in. Yes, Wukong's here, but he's in Narnia. You already see Canyon cut vision here. Like walking up like this totally gives away the fact that he's there. Or, I mean, totally gives away your life. I don't know, it's poor. That was poor. They're dead either way. Wukong is in Narnia. I guess you're saying, like, if they walk up, like, Wukong's in Narnia. He can't affect this play. Yeah. Oh, man. And this already is pretty tough for Fnatic. Like, Keen is up XP. Pretty, like, a decent chunk on Callista. Fuck, Callista, Camille. And Grubbies are going over to GenG. I think that I've seen a lot of the Eastern teams put a pretty big priority around first Grubs. I know it helps your jungler get the 6, but also just having, like, it really puts the pressure on for second Grubs, but also with this comp, it does open up Chovy later on to really be able to pressure insides. Because I think that you have to put the Camille into the Corki lane. Which is kind of tricky. It ends up like making this a little bit tricky. You need to execute Camille plus Wukong and sides to actually play defense here as Fnatic. Humanoid's no flash, so this is free. I mean, they have a control ward here. Wait, is he hitting a... Did he hit a... Okay, he didn't hit a ward. That control ward spotted. So for me, I know Humanoid, he's hovering Wukong. I guess we're just assuming that's not there. Like, the map's so fucking dark right now for Fnatic. This map's so dark for Fnatic. So let's see if they're... Like, Humanoid did have control over bot side here, and Chovy used his prio to clear it out. So again, like, Chovy already is up in this lane, and him and Canyon punish really hard. It's really free. That's really good. It's really good from GenG. I think the one solution that Humanoid can have is that he can hover a different side of the map, but I will say that top is where he had his jungler and push, so I don't think it's, like, the worst mistake in the world. I will chalk it up to a nice play from GenG. Alright, so at least Dragon goes over to Fnatic. Ocean still helps a little bit with the waning phase. I think rolling Ocean for first Drake's pretty good. It's like the most impactful time Ocean can spawn in a game. It doesn't matter, though. Like, I think lanes are still in a pretty tough spot right now for Fnatic. Oscar's doing okay. Because the key is that when you get Triforce in this matchup, but I'm curious if Keen hits the Iceborne Gauntlet before Camille gets the Triforce, because that's what I've mostly seen in this matchup, and that's a window where Cassante can look to, like, get a lead and a foothold in this matchup against Camille. If you don't hit that spike, then I think you get cooked, when I've seen this tournament. Oh, I guess we still have the... Oh, yeah, like, Lehens actually didn't need the flash. Nice. Good defense, though, by Lehens. These are some really nice harpoons. Noah? Why don't we... Oh, it's so bad. Oh. Actually, a good angle from Fnatic. Yeah, so Keen hit Iceborne and TP's back on the spike. It's really good. I mean, I think there's a world here where if Noah, like, flashes Callista Q, I mean, maybe he can look to pressure, but this is tough. I think you have to go for the Hens there, like, even if it's risky. Like, for me, the Hens is also, like, the Hens has no flash, and he's locked out of his abilities right now. So I think he needs to flash Q, and yeah, he Q flashed, and the Q was, like, behind him. It needs to be on the Hens. I think the Hens is very killable right now on my screen. Because he can't use any abilities. He can't scrap shield, so... Yeah, that was an oopsie. Regardless, though, Humanoid's here. And again, I like Talia's really big. You are able to cheat tempo. Humanoid goes down, but that's well worth it. That's well worth it. That's well worth it. Wait, Varus did a max Q? No, he has 4 points in Q. Oh, I think max the charge. Max the charge. Okay. Yeah, so it's behind my camera. He had 4 points in Q. Ash flash wasn't good? Okay. I mean, I kind of agree with that, too. I think there was a winning angle there. I really like how GenG plays this. Like, the wave's in. But notice how they're playing at a range where Oscar would have to flash this, and he does not. So Canyon throws it, like, during an auto. And also, they're both out of range where you can't dodge it with Hextech Ultimatum. Yeah, I thought the Varus flash was poor. I actually think Varus could have played for the Rumble. Oscar is forced out here. This is a good play from GenG. Again, this is a really good understanding of this matchup. This is the spike where you have to push this Cassante. You should get Iceborne first in this matchup. Notice how Keen has no fucking items before Iceborne, which is like a vastly cheaper item than Triforce is. I think it's like 600 cheaper-ish? 800 cheaper-ish? Like around there. So hitting the spike is really good. Like this is just like really textbook for this matchup. I think it's a really good understanding from Canyon and Kane. So, like, again, you can see Oscar, he doesn't have Trinity Force yet. That's, again, very big for Keen. So, Keen, again, will get another window where he can actually force this matchup. Okay, let's get a replay of this. I mean, this Q is nice. Like, it hits both. I agree. I agree. Ash Flash was a little bit preemptive. But Face Call isn't up yet, and they found an arrow onto Rumble, so they got another one. Really nice. Sums are down bot, so I think Razork point down here is good. I know that there was a lead that just was formed topside. Let's go check Razork's game real quick, see if there's any way he can play defense around this, which there's not. He's pointing the Kong, so I think him farming is fine. Again, this is something I feel like is really next level with some of the teams that I've seen from the East in this tournament. Look at how they're defending their camps. Like, look at, so they're going to take grubs here. Look at the Hens deploy with Pays. Like, Chovy gets this wave in, so they get mid-wave. But I think part of this is that given that the bot lane is resetting and going here, they actually are able to force Wukong off the Raptors. So again, they're able to defend this side of the map while they're making a winning play on the other one. A lot of times, I think you just see this traded because of poor lane assignments, and GenG gets this right. Like, I think this is like one of the many things that makes GenG just a next-level team. That being said, there was a play banned on the top side that was positive, and Razork walking in here to try and force is good, and they end up getting something for it. So they drop a control ward there, and it's a really big ult here from June that ends up getting Lehens here in a sec, in a turn, I should say. So yeah, it was Gromp, and then Razork returns, and they're actually able to hit the timer. So it's really nice. This is actually good from Fnatic. So GenG chooses to play this one through bot. Interesting. I guess they don't want to go up into Varus, into this choke, so I think this is smart. Like by doing this, they actually get access to the river and play around the Varus. So I quite like this from GenG. I think it's really smart from GenG. Playing through bot here is really good. It's really good. Because like now we're in river, and we avoided the fact like we're walking through this into Varus where they do have control. So they were able to like actually get around the wards. It's a really nice Rumble ult. Really nice Rumble ult. Drake goes over to Fnatic and they walk out. Like, it's fine. But GenG gets access to bot wave and Canyon's sticking around to at least be annoying to Humanoid, which Humanoid's able to manage, and they redeploy. This is a pretty good series, honestly, from both teams. I thought it was pretty good from both teams here. Nice. Oh my god. I mean, that's... Holy shit. June assumes that they're on reset / coming off reset, which he is right. It's just he overstays. Wow. That's a good play. He doesn't have the help. Quite good. Is the word even a good one? I think it defends like Humanoid when he has a wave pushing out. So in a way, yes, because they're playing to drop the Herald, which is hard. But at least they got Humanoid some farm. Like, he's somewhat back in it. Humanoid's going for the Andres. It is a double tank front line, so that's going to be pretty efficient. But holy shit, Chovy's ahead. Chovy's at 170 CS and 3-0. It's pretty good. And he just gets to catch these waves in a Camille now. So notice how Canyon's hovering Chovy. Canyon needs to hover Chovy in this setup because if the Camille plus Wukong attacks the Corki, it's really good. So you always see Canyon playing to the Chovy side of the map. And the way that GenG shifts still gets Canyon's camps. He can take his camps to work up towards Chovy. And then Keen's just super omega weak sided, which is fine. You're Cassante. So, like, notice how Canyon in the mid game, when it was Iceborne Gauntlet Spike into Camille before Camille had Triforce, Canyon was working towards the Keen lane. And now that things have busted out from there, we're now working into the Corki lane to protect Corki insides. That's like really, really good league from GenG. That is a good understanding of how to play this comp. And like this is like for me, this is what makes GenG such a good team because they just get this stuff right. They get all this stuff right. That being said, this was a little bit fast from Chovy. Good movement here from Humanoid. Couple good things coming out here. And yeah, Chovy doesn't flash that. He gets cooked. So that's really good. And now this Sejuani, Little Piggy goes down too. So that's huge. And that's 30 seconds before Drake, so they're going to take red buff and should be able to get drag. Humanoid insta-base is going to go catch top wave. So they're going to not make sure their map's not on fire. Ooh, I think they overstayed for camps a little bit. Because they can't be on the dragon on time. And yeah. Can Fnatic play this better? What if we insta-reset? The W in the face. This is good by the hens. Yeah. This is very good by the hens. I mean, the fact that Wahens is like able to help push this wave and then they walk down immediately is really Chad. But he does it with a control board and they trinket out Razork. I think Razork needs to push this camp down. Like, he didn't push that camp down far enough. And then Razork walking up here is the super troll part. He needs to exit. If he exits, then he can exit with his team, and it's actually doable. But he does not, and his W is down. So, really nice. Really well played by the Hens. I think that's a pretty big mistake from Fnatic. I think that they could have navigated out of that one if Razork actually pushes the crab down and exits. They're trying to face truck that brush with nothing. Wait for your Ashe to come check it for you. So, a little troll. Too bad it was a really good play from Fnatic to actually get to that spot. Oscar does a decent job of managing this. I like the attempt from June too. But at least Oscar, like, flash on Camille isn't super duper valuable. It's whatever. And he got out of the ghost timer. But you can see that Oscar's like still behind. It was really well played by Keen. Keen Cassante is quite good. And you can see, like, off that bot play, like, GenG, again, I've just taken complete control over the top side. They got top in deep and were able to get caught up with everything. It's quite good. Still playing out 3 lanes rather nicely, which is really tough to do against Talia Camille. But you can see, like, King gets that wave out, so Chovy drops and he's able to catch. And Canyon's still hovering the Corki side of the map. So it's very good. Don't even get Edge of Night. Feels bad, man. How did this happen? I like with like where Oscar has that wave, this should be defendable for GenG and they catch mid. I guess Talia just boys him off. Alright, I mean, well done by Fnatic. Like, actually getting access to bot camps here is quite good. Dude, Talia is a balanced champion, man. I swear to God. Champ's too good. Oh, that ult is so good. So they just they throw everything at Humanoid. And then Oscar ults Keen. Like, the engage is too good from the Huns. It's 3 immobiles, guys. And Oscar picks a bad target. Oh my God, it's an absolute cookage. It's a cookening. It's a GenG barbecue. Yeah, I think that Fnatic in this scenario... I mean, I think this Rumble ult's pretty damn good. Yeah, it's really good. You're playing against triple mobile carries. Or the bot side, Talia's a mobile, and Varus and Asher are mobile. It's very good. Seeing a Fnatic on like position better here. I mean, I think Razork going for this pink ward is so fucking troll. Like, I don't know what we're doing there. So we kind of agree for a pink. Not great. That's not a great look. If they just retreat to that brush, by the way, and let them walk in, it's like very doable with Varus Ash poke, you know? But nope. We must accelerate the pace of the game. It's quite poor. Nice prep too from Pays. He landed the chunk onto the Ash. Got Ash to half. Does Grand Vision. Oh, that was actually kind of close. Oscar gets absolutely just haunted. Unlucky. I mean, I think Fnatic had some decent looks, but they lost this one fast. Oh, boy. I mean, Humanoid's a little bit Narnia here, and he doesn't catch Chovy with the W or the shove. Razork burned his ult? What's he ulting here? Oh, he got Callista Flash. Yeah, he got Callista Flash off screen. All right. That's not great. Camille's definitely not a real answer to Cassante in a competitive environment. I mean, I think this game, Surdy was actually, like, I was really impressed with how GenG and Canyon played. Because he played to the Keen lane on the Iceborne spike. And they, like, just deleted Camille from the game. And then after that, it was just hover Corki for the rest of the game. And the game was pretty over. But I think that, like, the takeaway I have here is the fact that, like, Cassante, if you just get Cassante to Iceborne first and attack Camille in, like, your 2 alt windows there is Cassante, it's a very doable matchup. Cam can't team fight, but also can't move Cassante from sideline. Yeah. All right. Game 2. Fnatic had some okay angles there. Ah. All right. Next game. We have the Pays Draven into Lucian Milio. So it's Draven Nami. So splitting up Lucian Nami is starting to become a little bit of a meta here at this tournament. I wasn't thrilled with this draft from Fnatic, because I think the thing that Fnatic's been doing really well is the fact that they're taking solos that can stretch the map. So, like, for me, this was actually a game to take Corki. I think Corki is, like, quite good this game. Whereas I think Ori, and, like, if you play mage, you get a little bit out-interacted by stuff, like Nami and Acel. And Corki would at least have the opportunity to, like, crack open side lanes. Also notice how they're banning Zac TF, so these are both top laners that can cheat tempo on the side of Fnatic. And I think that the Poppy take, you're just electing to play such a short-range composition into Acel, Kha'Zix, and Nami, which I thought was quite poor. So I think that my recommendation for Fnatic would have been to go Corki and then take, I don't know, like, you could just take Renekton to, like, try and hold the door and have a health stacker against Acel. I think that wouldn't be bad. But yeah. Yanya, at no point did this person say that Ashe was a team fighting champ. They just said June Ashe is good, so you're fighting your own demons. All right, so lane swaps. We show Poppy and Cassante both topside. Poppy can neutralize Cassante a little bit. Like, Poppy does scale really well, but I just don't think Poppy's, like, incredibly valuable. I know it's a couple immobile ADs, but you really have to capitalize on, like, Ori's in. The Kha'Zix pick is the Canyon pick. It's just Canyon's champ. He plays this matchup, and Canyon is, like, the Kha'Zix god. I don't love it either. I think that, like, you just have to eat the engages from Xin. But at least, like, you can slow down Xin, and you have ways to play in and out of his Crescent Guard. I'm also with you. I don't love it. All right, so GenG wanted standard lanes this game. I think that's fine. Like, you at least get to utilize the Draven Nami a little bit more and try and set this Lucian behind. You can see Lucian went for First Strike and Exhaust. We're seeing First Strike taken with the Nami, and then PTA taken with Emilio. Chovy's able to sneak out of this, which is quite good. I wonder if there's a world where Chovy isn't able to sneak out of this. I think there's a way where Razor can start with W, because at least W is, like, telegraphed here. So then you hit the double slows instead of waiting for the W to come up, because he's not able to extend enough to get the 3 talon strike. So that's my one idea. It's like, not getting Acel Flash hurts there. Because now, like, Xin sacked his first Raps to do this. He's going to get Crab, but now Canyon gets in and takes the Raps. And gets the Crab. So Canyon's ahead off the first clear. Kha'Zix, baby. Razor kills a ward. And then he's got to go back to top side. So again, it's top down and Canyon's ahead on this clear. And he took a bonus camp, which is not going to be available to Razor on his second clear. So he's going to be very far ahead here. So, like, this opener, the fact that Chovy survived that gank without losing a flash was quite good. It is, but we also just watched Fnatic completely lose game 1 off of this guy trying to hit a control ward mid. I feel like there were 2 plays that Razork made that were kind of game losing in game 1. Oh my god. Not really. I would very much beg to differ. Oh, okay, so we just don't even play the game. Great. Canyon's up. He evolves right in the face of Razork just to send a fucking message. It's chill. I'm convinced that that's a misclick. It's got to be a misclick, right, guys? We can't just be that BM. No way. Really nice exhaust. Because it pretty much guarantees that the Hens connects with the bubble. And Paige is able to get out of the queue. Well done. And Razork has to flash. This is spotted out by a Canyon ward, by the way. Razork spotted walking into this, so Canyon has full info. And Canyon's ahead. Oh, it's really punishing. He can't stay for the blue, but he's still got a flash out of it. It's quite good. Not the greatest ult in the world from Noah, but not bad. I mean, that's just incredibly BM. Okay, Oscar survives. Oh, wait. I mean, the flip did kind of hit him out. I don't think he would have died, but a little bit unfortunate. Maybe King can position to flip him in. Would have been pretty OP if he does. But that's the dream scenario. That's asking quite a bit. Chovy missed a cannon. GG. I mean, I think the big thing about this game as well is the fact that Acel just has had perma prio against Ori because of how that first gank went and like how this matchup goes. Like Canyon being ahead in jungle too, really helping protect this Acel. Ult has to be burned here by Humanoid to get like be in this lane. First Crubs already went over to GenG. We haven't had a Dragon touched either, which I think is favorable for GenG given the Acel. Yeah, Acel is 100% broken. This champ's not okay. I also think, like, unironically, I'm a Draven hater, but I think Acel Draven is one of the better pairings for Draven, because at least we can buy space for Draven, and Draven can bridge the game. Good sidestep here by Noah. Was able to, like, actually... He didn't stutter, so he was able to get out of that one, but the June flash was not good. The Pei's ult predicts the flash. It's very good. So the only option that June has here is to actually flash up here. And that's a little bit tough. Like, he would have still been in range with Draven. So that's a really sick ult from Pei's. That's really sick from Pei's. And so that's first straight going over to Canyon on the Empowered Kha'Zix. We do trade out 3 grubs for Razork. It's the best we can do in this scenario. But still, I mean, huge for Draven getting a shutdown. Also, I was really surprised. Why did Noah go for the crack in this game? Like, for me, this is very much a game where I want to play Shiv RFC and play off, like, my timers. I'm not sure why we're going Kraken with the Milio. Like, I don't know if anyone can answer that, or, like, if we have any ADs in here with any ideas. I was really puzzled by this. Because for me, like... If I'm playing Milio, I feel like the Shiv RFC, especially into the Draven, is, like, very good. Oh, not this. Not great. It was not great. Not good for the brand. Like, I'm wondering if he thinks, like, full combo in the Draven with Kraken, like, makes a huge difference here, but A humanoid gets caught. He does have a flash. He's going to have to burn it. But really well played by Canyon. Some of the power of Kha'Zix showing there. Humanoid is able to get out. So not too bad, but really well done to get Ori Flash. I mean, this was a game that was it this game or game 3 was like quite close? I think it was this one, but it was this one. It was this one. This one was quite close. Pays ults to kill the wave. Very nice. So that gets Rift Herald. This is one of the really nice parts about Draven, still in the early game. We already listened to this album. Oh, wait. So Oscar, again, is able to survive at least. Like, Oscar's done a nice job of surviving in this lane. This is a lane where I think Poppy scales really nicely. But my issue with Poppy is that you're still so gated in the Aesol. Like, Aesol just thematically fucks you as a champion. I think metas where it's assassin mid, Poppy is like super upgraded from top lane. But in mage meta, I don't like Poppy that much. Just because of Poppy's ability to interact with mages is way worse. Like, you really have to one-shot Aesol or like follow up on the one bang coming out from Ori Zane, or else your game is really hard. And to be fair, like Draven and Aesol are pretty immobile and vulnerable to Poppy, so like it's not like it's impossible. It's just not favored. This was really, really nice from Humanoid and Razork, by the way. So they're on the Drake. Razork preemptively flashes, trades it with Chovy, and he's able to reach the 3 Talon Strike. Again, W where he goes Aesol is telegraphed. You can easily punish. Really well done. Delays the dragon, but Chovy goes down. They lose mid, but like again, I think they're getting something. It's really fun. Never mind, they didn't get anything. Wow. I mean, is there a world here where they can get this? I don't think so, because mid got chunked. Well. Damn. GenG is on another level, so they get a second Drake for Aesol. So Soul is... I mean, the good news for Fnatic is that the 2 best Souls are missing now. Oh. This is so greedy. It was so greedy. Humanoid actually has had like 2 just super griefs around TP. Like one was not canceling a TP, where like would have sent someone to the certain death, and then there I was like, ugh. We lost both their sums and died for nothing. It's quite bad. Oscar as well. Again, you can see Canyon just hovering the Chovy side. Chovy's down flash, so we just weak side Kane. It's quite easy. Oscar's able to get stuff, though, now in the Poppy matchup. He does have the Sunfire. It's quite nice in this matchup against Cassante. And Poppy with levels is like... Poppy has 3 abilities that really like levels, so... It's not bad. It's actually like a really nice sequence from Fnatic. I really like the sequence from Fnatic. This is a really good recall and deploy from them. They catch mid low. They get both sides out. They take a turret. And they get Pays and the Hens to walk down and bluff. And that's kind of what opens them up to actually pick this up. Because they blow Chovy off, and they're able to get out of here in time. There's not a full commit. TPs are down from GenG. So I think the fact that TPs are down kind of open up this play, and it's very, very good. It's very, very good from Fnatic. This is a really, really, really nice sequence from Fnatic. Oh my god. Chovy just walking at them. I will say, taking the Nami away from Lucian when your plan is to pick Asol, again, I think is really OP. I think Nami, very uniquely, is able to interact with Asol and, like, close the gap from a long range. Milio into Asol feels like ass. Like, you're getting blitzed by this champion. Alright, Canyon gets caught a little bit in Narnia. So Canyon's trying to dip down under these guys, but Humanoid walks here. I don't think that Canyon expected this. Humanoid was not heat-based and walked straight back. This timer is 100% there for Humanoid and Fnatic. And I think, actually, no, given the Dragon spawn, I think Canyon's just fucking trolling. I think given that fact that, like, Dragon spawning, Canyon's, like, just actually trolling. Makes sense, yeah. I mean, it's odd for sure, but it's doable. I also think that Draven very much struggles into Nami, Lucian, because, again, Draven can get just brutally outranged. When you have Milio, Lucian's stronger, but you're only getting outranged by one person. Alright, so we had a pick out of the jungler, into the Baron start. GenG turns the fight. I think one of the issues that Fnatic's comp has is that they really struggle to interact with Asol unless they have flanks. So Chovy TP's in. Oscar has a good angle here. Oscar is spotted. I do not agree with Oscar's ult. I think hitting Pays here is poor. I think that he needs to flash and tap Chovy. Trade flash for flash with Chovy. Do not charge that ult. I think that Oscar, unironically, if he blows flash here, like, Chovy's dead on my screen. Chovy spotted here. I know that we're channeling ult. Why aren't we flash killing Chovy? Also, Humanoid doesn't have ult for this. So I think that the kill on the Canyon... I don't think we use our ult for this as Humanoid. I think this ult from Humanoid is bad. I think we have to save ult, and we need to one-bang Asol when he walks into the turn. Even if Canyon gets out there, take the health bars, and then you can hit Baron. So I think those are, like, the two really small things for Fnatic that kind of fuck this play for them. Like, again, Oscar is on Chovy, but there's no follow-up. If we have Shockwave to actually one-bang Chovy when he's there, I don't think Chovy can walk there if Shockwave's still up. So the fact that Shockwave's down enables Chovy to walk up there, and Oscar doesn't punish, and GenG, like, they knock Pays out, but Pays still gets a kill from the ult, so it's quite good. So, well played by GenG. Really well played by GenG. There was a real angle for Fnatic to win here. I think it comes from having ult for Chovy. Get it. Also, everyone kiting back with Asol. Really OP. Is Mata gaming here? He's, like, gaming. He's, like, trying to, like, test out a matchup or what? Dude, this guy just saw Canyon pick Kha'Zix and was like, solo queue time. He's like, we must test a matchup. Really nice here by Razork. Really nice by Razork. I think the flash on the Pays is still quite good. I know it gets a little bit fucked. And then Noah just one-shots Chovy. It's really good. So GenG, I think, kind of grief this. Chovy ends up getting spotted. Canyon was dead. Yeah, Canyon gets tapped. So I think that the way that, like, they're playing this here, if we're GenG, Canyon can't walk here yet. I think that he needs to play around his Asol. So Canyon goes down. That's kind of troll. Also, Chovy dashes into the Shockwave, which is, I mean, one of the better results for Fnatic. Pays blows Humanoid off. So Humanoid has to bait, or someone has to base and TP back. Nice. Oscar base TP's back. I think Keen walking up here is an oops. I do think that, like, Chovy being here, I understand forcing Humanoid down, but he has to reconnect with his team. He can't stay down here. I agree. And that's kind of, like Chovy, again, not being grouped with his team does open up Razork to walk up like this and get that poke on the Pays and blow his flash. So I think that's quite good. This is fine from Keen. The fact that Razork gets out here is pretty crazy. And I feel like the ER from Chovy was quite bad. That was quite bad. So yeah, they lose. Very well done, Fnatic. Mistakes from GenG and Fnatic punish. Really good. Down maps, handshake state. We're down 5k gold as Fnatic, which hurts, especially given ASOL. I don't know. I think Poppy gets like really range gated later on. I think there's like a world that'll actually wombo, but you get really range gated and like from here on out in the game. Also, I think like using your ult to hold Draven ASOL in place and further combo is really good. I agree with that. I think Cassante like needs to kind of solo hold the line for sure. But they can always just walk back. Really nice. Solo ult on the Canyon. I think here it's before Drake. And they're gonna play mid-high, which I thought was very good. Noah taking that chunk there was very bad. So Noah gets autoed by Pace here, and that's bad. He has Millia W. Like, there's never a world where you should eat that auto from Pace. Because I unironically think that's what makes this, like, so hard / really bad. Also, it's another scenario where solo ulting Canyon is bad. They get Chovy, but everyone else melts. So yeah, I think the solo ults on the Canyon, like, ended up really punishing Fnatic. Yes, we're getting kills, but not having Shockwave for these fights against ASOL, like, nothing interacts with ASOL besides that. So, yeah, I think that ends up being, like, a really big part of the game. Like, do we really have the Shockwave here to kill Kha'Zix? And even if not, like, what if we just force Kha'Zix off and we threaten 4v5? Like, we don't blow up, like, we don't burn anything for that if we're Fnatic. I just think Shockwave ended up being such an important spell that was missing in a couple instances in this game. Really nice engage here from Chovy Keen, by the way. Like, they split Razork and they Oscar. So, like, and Oscar was so low, he just had to end up retreating, so. Canyon ends up getting Noah Flash. Pretty good. Solo ult Keen. I guess it's Baron. Like, you take the free kill. Like, but again, now we're down Shockwave. Oh. That was really good from Oscar. The fact that Canyon escapes here is literally just the Cloud Soul. This is a really good find from Oscar. I think Oscar needs to chain his ult here. We need to have a little bit more confidence as Oscar. Because his ult missed. Yeah, we gotta chain it with the... We gotta chain that. Seraph plus Millia saving Humanoid. Pog. That was like actually good Baron defense though from Fnatic. Let's see if GenG was lazy. Or how lazy GenG was. Yeah, they didn't sync these waves. So Keen overshoves this wave. Like, these waves are desynced. I think that Pays needs to be on this wave, too. Like, Chovy is going to TP to this wave, so I can, like, play the 4. But Keen shoved that too fast. Keen should let that wave stack, and then he should shove it once Chovy's able to wink. So he shoves it before Canyon and Chovy wink, so that is lazy from GenG, actually. Nice. What's up, Shimmer? PSG winning Worlds. It was a fun series last night. I was very tired today because I stayed up. I slept through... I was going to go to the driving range with Mazel, and I slept through it. It was very bad. I didn't set an alarm. Because I was, like, going to go at 2. I was really tired, though. Yeah, PSG was really... Like, they could have 3-1. PSG was very respectful yesterday. I thought it was 3-0-2. I was exhausted. I felt really bad. So Keen is dead. So he's just going to blow everything on the Noah. See what he can get done. Dear Lord. Keen's trolling this, being on this. I mean, I guess he's like, I will sack myself for this inner turret. I mean, he gets a lot of gold, but like, I don't get it. I mean, the waves are like all catchable here for Fnatic. It's fine. We fat finger sometimes, you know? So like now, like you can see because GenG of like so ahead of the map and they took so many more towers away, these setups are like way better for them because like if Canyon sits here, you can just W poke. You just have to not get engaged upon by Xin. She's forced out by Xin, but it's still fine. And like Fnatic just end up getting pinched here, which like against Asol is like this is exactly where Asol wants to be. Like having to fight through this ramp and this choke is a really good scenario for Asol. So I think Canyon like playing here is actually quite good. Oh, this was the bug. Yeah, this was wild. This was wild. I mean, you can see it hit Razork, but it doesn't hit everyone. Like, it doesn't hit Noah. It literally just doesn't hit Noah. That's crazy. It was a game and spectator bug. This fight was a little bit weird to me. Like, Oscar hits a really, really, really nice... Oscar does his job this game. Like he holds the choke really well. Like, for me, GenG trying to push through this choke's a mistake. Like, you don't have to push through this choke if you're GenG. You just get the fucking piss chill right here. Like, how does Fnatic get through this, you know? How does Fnatic get through this? They don't. Like, this for me is a really big mistake from GenG, actually. I don't know why they're so impatient here. Like, all Chovy needs to do is just fucking sit here. Like, look at these circles, man. How does Fnatic interact with that? This is really, like, this is actually really weird from GenG. I mean, King could have just ulted Oscar and been fine. I think this is a team call. Like, Chovy also W'd in. Like, I don't think Chovy W's in. I think we just sit there and wait. This is really weird. Really nice for Noah. Like, I think trading dash for dash there with Canyon is quite good. And then they actually get the Drake, so they deny Soul further. Like, Fnatic's holding on, down a lot of gold. I think that take from GenG, I think, for me, is really poor. They didn't play towards their win con. I think GenG's had, like, a really good understanding, like, how to econ, like, where to play their map. But I think that was a big mistake. And then, again, Canyon gets nuked. We don't Shockwave this time as Humanoid. Improvement. This is big. Canyon's, yeah, I mean, Canyon's just caught. He's trying to do this on spawn, and Nami's not with him. Nami's disconnected. The Hens does need wards, so this is really weird. GenG actually made mistakes in this game. I can understand Oscar going for this, but I think that, again, like, Fnatic using some of these tools so early was a little disrespectful. Really nice heal from the Hens to get Keen out of that. Like, we're shockwaving in the middle of the map when, like, we're walking towards them. I think it's just weird. Sammy, my boy, only breaks his favorite toys. And then we ARAM, and now we engage onto Keen. I guess they take Chunk. Oh, they get Nami ult. Oh. Man. Like, Pace has speed up again here. Like, this is just not necessary. I mean, he almost gets Chovy and Pace, but he doesn't get either. And I don't think that's there. So, like, once that goes, I mean, GenG pushes. And again, we're down Shockwave. Like, if you have Shockwave up, the threat of it's really big. I think Humanoid's pulling the trigger too early. And then look at this fucking Acel ult, man. Like, how unfair is this? And then all GenG has to do is just fucking corral them. So, I think on this Baron push, like, Fnatic not being patient, not taking guaranteed plays, really punishing towards them. I really love what Canyon's doing here. Again, all you have to do is just fucking corral them. It's golden corral here for GenG. Like, Noah trades, but that's a worthy trade for Canyon. He takes away the strongest person on the map for Fnatic that's left. Always worth. You get gold on yourself. It's fine. Alright, so Chovy's going to yoink that wave. 30 seconds to Dragon. He's able to join. Keen's going to fix bots, so all waves are in GenG's favor. They don't have the same choke/pinch, though, they had before. And, okay. I mean, they get Acel all top. That's really big. Nice. Good job. Canyon? I mean, Keen is the one that has to walk in here. I just think he has to walk up. He has to go back to his team here. Because you get Big E. So he gets Big E a little bit too late. I think it's a good Zhonya's from Humanoid. Like, it's taking away the biggest damage ability. It's fine. He just retreat to Baron. Oh my god, Keen. I mean, Keen's so far up. Yeah, Chovy, really nice Shockwave. Or Zhonya's to dodge Shockwave. And then Chovy just in this choke is too OP. Like, he's even got a W backwards from Xin, but all he has to do is just sit here. There's no way out. Really well played. Yeah, it's really well played. So, I mean, Fnatic, I think what fucks Fnatic here is, like, Keen unironically holds him here. Like, this ends up being really smart from Keen. He hits a 4-man and keeps them all in the pit. That's like actually really smurf. And then Chovy just actually plays with his range. There's no flash lefts. It's really nice from Canyon too. Yeah. Really nice from Canyon. That was good from GenG. I think Keen actually like hard smurf there. That was a hard smurf from Keen. And that's game. Nice. Really well done. Really well done. Keen definitely saved it in the end. All right, last game. Varus Ash with the Scion's back. So we're definitely lane swapping, which is kind of weird. Like, I usually think you want standard lanes here. So the fact we're throwing a Scion in the mix, I find interesting. Sejuani taken with Lucian plus Nami. Vayne is just blinded here on 4, which is fucking crazy to me. Like, I don't know what GenG is doing here. Like, we're being very disrespectful here, playing Vayne Sej into Scion. Like, at least play Darius, guys. Come on. This is a Darius game, unironically. It's a set game, unironically. All right. Regardless, though. Set's shit, so there's never a world where you can pick set, but I don't know. This is, like, really disrespectful from GenG. Oh, here. Shit. I didn't... Yeah. I mean, I think that, like, we actually have a world here where this can win on sides. Like, you actually just get the pressure and nuke this from the map and, like, pressure this. So, I think that this draft from Fnatic was actually quite decent. I don't love the Scion on 3, but... Yeah, I don't think we'd have any sustained damage here, which is tough. Like, if this is your draft, I don't think you ban Cassante. I think you take Cassante on 3. If you're gonna give Lucian Nami, you can just pick Cassante here. Like, then you're, like, really scared of what Keen throws into you, so I don't get it. I know Oscar, like, likes some other tanks as well. So, like, that hurts Keen pool more, but I think that was also an option for Fnatic. Like, what are they gonna do? Split up the Lucian Nami take? I don't like either draft. I still think the Lucian Nami, like, with Asol is a big buff, because you're also denying it from the Asol team. I think the Blanc's fine in the Lucian. Kind of hard in the Nami. Oh my god, he just gets ghosted. That's hilarious. Alright, so this is one way to lane swap. I mean, that's huge advantage now for Chovy. So, pretty nice. Actually, I like a humanoid W past Chovy there to dodge out on some of the damage. Like, the fact that Kane's sharing XP, though, with Chovy, I found very weird. And GenG didn't get this wave in on time. Like, where the wave is right now, Oscar's getting XP, so it's really bad. Because I think he's, like, really close to 2, unironically. It's like where Oscar does go down twice, but he TP's back and he gets most of the wave. So, I'm fine with Oscar dying here if he gets the wave. Like, this is chill. Like this is actually, like, super chill for Oscar. Like, he's 2.5 right now, level-wise. I don't give a shit if he dies here again. The fact that it was execute is a little bit unlucky, but again, like, he feasts the waves, and he's level 3.5 to Keen's level 2. So that's really big.
Timing could be great, but like you said, Cubby.
Hey, Anor OW. Thanks for the follow. XP inventory. I mean, like, the Scion's in a pretty decent spot right now. So I think the swap for Fnatic's not bad. The worst part is the fact that Pays does have 2 kills, and the items are pretty tough, but you have ways to play defense as the double poke lane bot. And you are going to have a jungler clearing towards you. So it could be worse, you know. And yeah, it's really good. That was a really, really, really poor push from Pays, and they punished.
Like you said, Cubby.
Hey, thanks for the follow. And I was talking to Kelsey about the Vayne on this game, and Kelsey believes that Vayne like isn't too terrible in lane swap scenarios because like level 9, you still have the true damage as Vayne. So like your kit's still like meant to tank bust. And levels like don't matter. Like they matter, but like not quite as much, and you're still gonna hit critical mass at some point. So the one concern though I have for Vayne is that there are a lot of threats against like one tap Vayne or keep Vayne out of fights. And I don't think that I think that there is a path to victory for Fnatic in the mid game by playing through sides. I mean, you don't want Vayne to play lane swap, but it's like not the worst thing in the world was their argument. Which I agree with. Yes, it's, of course you pick up the counter tanks. It's really good though from Fnatic. Really good from Fnatic. So you get first base on the Blanc, and then they use this to just go pushing the bot. Yeah, it's really nice. Really well played. The only thing that wasn't ideal is the fact that like Noah went down, but it could be worse. He's at least going to get most of mid wave, so it's really good. Yeah. I mean, that's really troll. That's actually like really troll from Noah. The rest of it's very good. Oh my god, he autoed the turret too. Alright, so Sion's got Unsealed Spellbook this game. He did go for the Ignite. He's got a Biscuit to help him get some mana. But still tough. So yeah, I mean, Keen is down a level, but it's Vayne of the Sion, so in isolation with both junglers pathing towards bot, it's still fine. Noah has no flash now because he flashed air and died. He does get a nice ult off. But Noah actually super griefed this for Fnatic. If Noah is able to flash out and live there, or like just not get bubbled, it's good. And then we just melt as June. So we had a lead at the Fnatic bot lane, and it was kind of chucked. And now that's really nice from Keen. That's really nice from Keen. This walk from Keen is super good. And then Chovy gets this wave. So look at the shift from GenG, right? Because like this is a pretty standard play. Like Vayne's gonna get waving and then base, you know? And then Chovy goes down. So Vayne comes and shifts mid. They make a play. And then Chovy gets the fat wave top. It's really good. And it also gets the Blanc towards top, which makes it harder for Xin to play towards the Blanc. So the map state for GenG coming out of it's way better too. And they're going to get grubs off this. So they get to split the grubs. That's really, really nice. Like, this is the stuff that GenG is, like, just so clinically good at. That's really, really good gameplay from GenG. Meanwhile, Fnatic. So they took the, after this, they shifted their bot lane mid. And then they shift back into bot, but they're sacking grubs. Yeah, I think that this was poor. Like, how do you not walk to grubs here? What are we doing? How does Fnatic not walk grubs here? Yo, we have 4 on the map and the objective spawning. And LeBlanc's our strong side. This is, wow, this is crazy. I am tilted by this. This is a tilter for me, man. I don't know. Like, Fnatic's seeing demons on the map for walking bot here. We have fucking Fnatic Crabber in the jungle. Wow. I do not agree with that at all. I mean, you can hope to dive Bob. You're never going to be able to set it up. Like, holy shit. Like, we just gave him 5 grubs for fun, and we're against a fucking Vayne comp that's going to murder at least one of the sides. That's nice. Good sidestep by Oscar. Oscar played this really well, actually. Oscar played that really well. Nice. I mean, good shift by Fnatic. This makes the hover bot, by the way, 10 times worse. Like, the fact that they still had this play, like, they hovered bot. Holy shit. Like, how'd that ward get put down? Yeah, none of these fuckers put this ward down. Oh, it's bad. How do you think T1 G2 is going to go? I feel like it's dependent on what version of T1 shows up. I think T1 3-0s. I think T1's the best team of this tournament. Like, for me, they're the favorites. I guess it'd be T1 top final from what I've seen so far. I would love to see that. That'd be really fun. Yeah, I mean, this is a really good play from Fnatic, but this makes the shift bot that they even have to sack the other grubs way worse. Yeah, like, no hate on G2 at all. G2's a good team. T1's on another level. Nice. I mean, we have a gold lead here. We're sacking quite a bit for this, and grubs mean that Chovy gets more on the side, but yeah. Good CP answer coming in from GenG. Razork going for this is crazy to me, by the way. Like, I know he has this bot lane rotating, but they're in Narnia. So, I mean, honestly, I think this play is there if they shift as a team now. This play for me is actually here if Noah and June come now. But they need to come now. No, he doesn't kill Sej at all, but he can have a team to come. Like, we just give Keen a kill. Like, fuck yeah. And we sack Drake. So he's not connected with his team there. That's a mistake. Goodbye, Nami, though. Oh, Noah, man. Really well played by Pays, but the Noah play was painful. Good try, June. Never mind. Bad try, June. Man, like, there are a couple instances where, like, it gets close for Fnatic, but, like, then it just, like, goes bad. Fnatic, like, I mean, they put up a respectable performance here. Like, oh, this is just, I mean, this is just, we're seeing fucking demons here, man. Oh. You can also, like, flash and wait for Pays to move and then throw Q, by the way. Like, you can bluff that a lot. Is there a world here? Wait, this is a guaranteed kill. There's a world where this is a guaranteed, like, Oscar should flash and charge Q. Oscar should flash and charge Q. You at least get Keen flash out, which is worth to me. And then, like, from there, you can actually stunt where you throw out your Ashar and where the Blanc dashes in. I think Oscar burning flash here is worth. Take the flash away. You get to attack it inside later. That's actually a good shift from Fnatic. So, like if you flash here and you charge Q, then you can wait to fire the arrow. So, I know it's, like, tough to call in the moment, but I think that's the ideal way to play this for Fnatic. Nice. I mean, it's a lot of pressure here from Fnatic, but, like, they don't get enough out of it. Like, Paige is about to have cleanse coming up. So, I know it didn't connect onto the hens, so I think the combo was nice from Humanoid, but... Oh, boy. We missed our turn. I think Humanoid is waiting for the chain to pop, and he can't go back to W. Oh, he had a small window. He goes back to R and dies. How can this fight be better for Fnatic? I mean, this is really hard. Humanoid R doesn't catch anything. I think Wahen's positioning is quite good even if it goes down. I mean, he could have hit Pays if he just threw a better skill shot out. I think there's a world where he gets back to W, or like he doesn't have to take the kill on the Nami. So I think going for the Nami was overextension. We'll see when Pays dashed. I don't think Pays has E up. But yeah, I mean, maybe there's a world like we don't see Pays E at all. And I think given that he's level 9, like the initial dat, like I think he's probably like I think he's not available to Pays right now. But I just don't get this. Oh. I think the real mistake here is Fnatic trying to hit this wave high. Like, just catch this wave. Like, why is June here? Like, why are we playing to auto this wave at all? Like, we have people collapsing. Let them shove. Like, look at where Oscar and Humanoid are. And look at where Keen is. Like, we shouldn't be autoing this wave. We shouldn't play in a range for that. We should let them have this wave. Hey, what's up, guy in chat? So it's good to see you. Yeah, of course he did. He used all his fucking skills to hit Nami, not the Lucian. If they wanted to hit the wave, what should they have done? You can't hit the wave there. You have to give this wave. You like, look at everything that's on cooldown right now for Fnatic. We have no LeBlanc R. We have no Verisalt. Assault just came off cooldown. And we have people collapsing. And they're ahead of the collapse. Like, Acel gets here first, but LeBlanc and Sion are both trailing. So let them shove in. Dare them to hit this. If they try and hit this fucking turret, then you get Sion ulted, and it's a really good angle. You have a numbers advantage, because Keen's showing on top wave. So, like, they allow them to play this on the wave. You want to give the wave and, like, let them go hit the turret. I mean, Chovy's really fucking good. It's so hard. Like, Chovy's just a monster, you know? Vayne doing Vayne things later on. I mean, for me, GenG's like already won this game. I think where their champs are at, the champs they have, it's really tough to play the game. If you're Fnatic, like you're already kind of outscaled. Like, this is unironically a pretty good answer from it's a really nice arrow coming in from June. That's a good answer from Fnatic. Like, they just, again, deploy fast on the sides. I didn't talk about how like they take cheating sides, but this is a cheating sides angle. Really well played by Humanoid. Yeah, I think Acel Renekton's also quite good. We just aren't seeing nearly as much Renekton because the lane swap meta. Renekton's not a champion until level 3. Okay, so cheating sides, when I see this, it's like champs that can cheat tempo. So, like, Sion, we can cheat tempo. LeBlanc has a ton of reach to actually get to lanes with WR. So we're gonna, like, by taking these champs, we actually cheat some of the timers that you can find. So, like, we hit a timer that you can't hit in every comp. And with the drafts we're seeing from Fnatic, like, they're playing Camille, they're playing Zach, they're playing TF, we're playing LB, Talia, we're playing LB, or, Ari. Like all these drafts that we're seeing from Fnatic, we're able to play sides really fast. And that I high key think that Fnatic needs to put Corki in their arsenal. Because Corki gives you the same thing. Like I was advocating for Corki a lot in the last game instead of Ori. Oh my god. Alright, well, Humanoid Humanoid ate a Sejal. And that's tough. Yeah, I don't know about this one, King. Like, even if you go back to your W, you're getting Sejalted. Like, you have to throw out your W at an angle to Sejuani. Because then at least you can react to, like, whichever way the Glacial Prison comes out, you can go to the other angle. If you dash straight into Sej, you're getting Glacial Prison no matter what. So this is really grief. Alright. And that's just about the game. That's just about the game. That's Drake 2. I mean, again, I think Oscar actually finds a really good angle here. Our map's on fire, so we got to use that kill to go fix it. We don't have bot, so yeah, they can't get any real objectives off that. This game's closer on paper than what it actually is. Like GenG's comp just scales so ridiculously hard. Not watching that again. Bury your bones by wood. Yeah, it's like Fnatic can't get anything and Keen's just shoving. This is a really good stall from Chovy. I love this pocket he's playing in on the wall. It's really, really well done from the Hens and Chovy. It's a great pocket to play in. Really, really well done. I like Fnatic is like really grasping at straws here, which I think they have to in the draft. I think that like their grasps aren't terrible, you know? Like I think they're actually like trying to find decent angles or plays with like the Ashe, LeBlanc. And the pick that you get with this combo is quite good. So like I don't hate some of the angles that Fnatic have attempted. It's just that this game is really hard. That's a really big entrance. And Humanoid is fighting on even footing. He's also down on levels now. We're even with Pays and Keen, and we're getting clapped. Ouchie McGavins. Yeah. If you get behind against Lucian like this, then LeBlanc is pee-pee-poo-poo, for sure. You gotta stay ahead in levels and gold in order to like actually pressure this combo. If not, then you get slapped around like that. Bard and Aesol is doable. NA was playing it a bit. I can respect that. I mean, your idea is to find Aesol. It's just really tough to find Aesol. Yeah, Ashe is terrible in 5v5, but you already said we aren't looking to play Ashe in 5v5, which I agree with. But once GenG gets ahead like this, they get to be the ones that dictate the map. Yeah, exactly. You never find Aesol, but obviously that's your ideal target. Like, you're trying to find him in sides, right? You can't find him in 5v5. Oh my god, look at what Keen is doing, man. We're down a level. Doesn't matter. That's filthy. That's actually just filthy. This was a fun draft from GenG because the Vayne was allowed to survive. But Vayne's punishable. And, like, Fnatic did try and, like, get Vayne behind. It's just that we've hit critical mass as GenG. Yeah, it was a lot of damage. Oh my god, the Scion just cannot move. Sag. Razork's able to get out. Humanoid gets the jungler. Yeah. This game ended rather quickly once it was over. Alright, they have a lot of range. They just fell behind, so they couldn't, like... They're playing on their side of the map. Against Vayne, you have to play it on... Like, you want to play so that Vayne has to, like, walk into pockets, right? Once GenG gets control of the map, it's pretty over for the Vayne. I think Vayne is not perfect at this game and was punished at points. But once Vayne gets to that state, Vayne's, like... I mean, Vayne's gonna be good in any game in that state. They have LeBlanc, Varus, Ashe, my friend. That's a lot of range. Alright. That's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. That is GenG versus Fnatic VoD review. I will do BLG versus PSG tomorrow after I co-stream C-Law. See you guys later.